I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top tips to actually complete the prehistoric quest line really fast so you can farm tons of these dino or bone blossoms before they leave the game or before the dinosaur update finishes. So yeah, this method is going to be very fast so you can actually get tons of these, and as you can see, I'm pretty sure they did up the timer to 1 every 10 hours, or it resets every 10 hours, so it's no longer every 6 hours, which is pretty unfortunate, but yeah, you still can get these really, really fast. So, as you guys know, it is pretty cheap to actually skip the quests, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the actual quests. So, to start off, all of these quests are to do with quite cheap stuff in the game. So, all the quests really are to do with these seeds right here in the seed shop, the normal seeds, which are all pretty cheap. And as you can see, my quest right now for it is to plant 100 carrots, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, yeah, plant 100 carrot seeds, harvest 150 blueberries, and craft a lightning rod, which is all really easy. So, as you can see, carrots are like 10 shekels, 400 shekels for blueberries, and I've got like 6.7 trillion right now. And then also, if we go ahead and recall wrench really quick, all you need to go ahead... Oh, actually, I can't even go on the shop right now, but you literally need like 2 sprinklers to craft a lightning rod. So it's all very easy stuff. So what I'd recommend is, if you don't have a too full up garden or a slightly empty garden like me, just go ahead and get all your carrot seeds. As you can see, I've got 3,000 carrot seeds. Get all your strawberry seeds. I believe it can also be dragon fruits. Get your blueberry seeds as well, and just make a section of your garden that has all of those seeds in it, dedicated to this prehistoric event. And you're going to want to keep them placed down, because even if you get one of the quests being to harvest 150 blueberries, your next quest or a couple after could also be harvest 150 blueberries. So make sure you don't delete the plants until the end of this event if you are trying to get as many bone blossoms as you can. So yeah, make sure you have a grinding section of your garden and you can complete these pretty easily. Next thing is going to be, I'm going to show you guys how to AFK farm the seed shop so you can get as many seeds possible. As you guys can see, I AFK farm the seed shop sometimes, like I just said, and I've got 3,136 carrots, or a random seed like a tomato, 1,200 seeds, or something like a blueberry, 2,052 seeds. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of seeds and this does work. And all you need to do this is this app right here, Tiny Task, which I always talk about. Set it to continuous playback, recording hotkey FA, and then playback hotkey Control Shift Alt P. Set it to always on top, so when you're in full screen, it doesn't go underneath this window. And then you're going to go on over to the seed shop, open it. Now we're going to hit F8 on the keyboard to start recording, and go ahead and click a few times on the carrots, on the strawberries, on the blueberries, and then we're just going to do this all the way down to the very bottom of the seed shop. As you can see, you can pretty much repeat this same pattern all the way down. I mean, it does get a bit harder to click on the ones underneath because the gap gets smaller and smaller, but if it does get too small, don't use your scroll wheel to scroll down. Use this bar here, because you can't really use your scroll wheel with Tiny Task, I don't think. So we'll just use the scroll bar on the side, just like that, to purchase everything, and then close it and then go all the way back up to the top. And then that is literally it. Stop the recording, and now I'm going to hit Control Shift Alt P, and I am not touching my keyboard right now. And as you can see, it is going to go ahead and buy the stuff that's in the seed shop. So if you AFK the seed shop overnight for one night like this, like I do, you're definitely going to have enough plants and seeds and stuff like that to go ahead and buy everything or complete all of the quests. You're going to have more than enough seeds to complete all the quests. And you can also do the same thing for the gear shop. You can Tiny Task the gear shop as well. And also, you can really Tiny Task everything. You can Tiny Task the egg shop. You can probably Tiny Task crafting as well. But as you can see, if I go ahead and open the gear shop as well, I don't know if the tiny task I just made work on the gear shop, but we'll go ahead and see. I'm not touching my keyboard right now, and yep, I guess it's working. As you guys can see, it is just going to go ahead and buy everything in the gear shop over and over again. So yeah, if you make a tiny task for the normal seed shop, it's going to also work for the gear shop as well. And as you can see, there we go. It's still going down because there's less stuff in the gear shop than in the normal shop, but then it's going to hit the scroll bar, yeah, just like that. And then when it finishes, it's going to scroll it all the way back up to the top, hopefully, and then it should start playing over again. And does it actually scroll it up? Yeah, there you guys go, as you can see, and then it will just start playing it over and over again. So yeah, that is literally it. That is basically my top tips on how you can complete these quests really fast, free to play, by having a section of your garden with all of the stuff dedicated to these quests, like the strawberry seeds, the blueberry seeds, the carrots, the dragon fruits, and then also by using tiny tasks to AFK the seed shop and the gear shop and stuff like that, so you can get as much stuff as possible overnight, so that it's easy to then have enough seeds and stuff for this event. Especially by AFKing the gear shop, you're going to be able to get tons of sprinklers, which then means you'll be able to get tons of lightning rods and stuff like that from crafting, and you'll be able to craft a bunch of stuff, which then means you can also do these quests, which is like this one, craft one lightning rod. So yeah, it is pretty easy. And then secondly is going to be the pay to win way. So as you guys know, the best seed in the seed shop right now is the burning bud seed, which costs 915 Robux. Whereas if we go on over to the prehistoric quests, you will see that it only costs 89 Robux to skip a quest, I believe. Yeah, 89 Robux, and you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. So 7 of these quests, and I believe actually sometimes I think it doesn't do a whole bar, so it may be like 8 or 9 of them. But even then, as you guys can see, 89 Robux times by 7 is going to be cheaper than the most expensive seed in the seed shop. 623 Robux. And then also, if we go ahead and clear this calculator, I think sometimes it doesn't fill up a whole bar. So even if you had to do 8 or 9 of these, let's just say 9, it's still only 800 Robux. So it is still cheaper than the burning bud seed. And as you can see on the wiki, the minimum value of the bone blossom minimum value is 157,938 shekels, and the base value is 175,000. Whereas the burning bud seed, which costs like 200 or 300 more Robux if you're going pay to win route, it's got a minimum value of only 63,175 and a base value of 70,000. So yeah, that just proves that this seed is a lot cheaper for Robux and even more OP. It's like over double what the Burning Bud's minimum value or something is. So yeah, it is way better, way cheaper, and that is how you guys can easily do these quests, whether you're doing it free to play or pay to win. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did all enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all tomorrow.